Food, tradition, and belief are the fabric of what makes a culture unique. Today was an honor to travel with the Banquitas House of Culture to Shaibe Village to see the preparation and what it takes to prepare for the Bish celebration. The preparation began this morning at 3 o'clock with the cleaning of the chicken, cooking of the masa for the tamales colado, and the cutting of all the vegetables that will be used for the day. It truly was a unique experience to see the culture at its finest. And you know the food is gotta be great when it's from a village cooked on an open fire outside in these cauldrons. The experience was great and these women really know what they're doing. Mr. Novelo then proceeded to show us where the food will be cooked, and as we can see, his son is surely going to carry on the tradition of Bish. These will later be lit, the stones will get hot and will be ready for cooking. He then explained the process of preparation of the pan, which is the cooked masa that is strained and left to cool for a jelly-like consistency for the tamales colado. He explained to us that there's a certain type of plant called the mahawa that is used as a fabric to tie the tamal together. As we made our way back to the cooking area, we needed to stock in on some more fire, so in went some more firewood. So here we have onions. The chicken is ready to go in, and what they're waiting for is for the fire to be hot enough. Everything is boiling and they will prepare the kol. Then they start with the preparation of the tamales. As I later found out, the chicken for the tamales tortillados were cooked in a broth, and then peppers were added to that one, and that will later become the kol for the tamales tortillado. I was definitely intrigued by the amount of peppers that was going into this broth, but the aroma that came out of it while it was boiling, I believe one of those peppers might have gotten a little bit burst in there, but it was a phenomenal scent and it was so aromatic, and I truly just wanted a bowl of that soup right in my stomach. And now the preparation for the other pot was in process. This now is going to be for the tamal colado. Chopped onion is now being added to the broth, which will be the filling for the tamal colado. And being me, I couldn't help but just wanted to taste a bit of that soup with all that onion inside. Little did I know that you should not taste any of the food until the final product comes out. After tasting this amazing mixture of all the seasonings, spices, and condiments, I knew I had to help more. I then asked if I could be the one who makes the kol, and they all agreed and said yes. There I was, stirring the kol until it got thick enough when they added the masa to the mix. After the kol has cooled down, empezó la fiesta de los tamales. As one of the women proceeded to making the tortilla base, another added the chicken, then added the kol that I had prepared over the chicken, and then they proceeded to fold the tamales and made it one nice bundle of goodness. And it's no fun and joke when you have to make over 150 tamales for all your family. Here we can see the intricate folding of a mega tamal, as I would call it. 6 of these were made of each one of the specific type of tamal. So they had 6 tamales colado and 6 tamales tortillado, which were mega size. These were to be placed on the altar before anyone could eat any tamal. This is their family tradition that has been passed down from the great-great-grandmother that was a true Maya in the village. The tamales are also wrapped, each one of them, with the twine as mentioned earlier, and then they were sent over to a main table where all of them were going to be stacked up and be prepared for when the fire is ready, they could all go in at once. Over this side, we could see the completion of the mega tamal. Look at the size of these babies. And on this side, they were making the preparation of the tamal colado. As you can see, the jelly-like consistency of that tamal differentiates from the tortilla-like one as shown earlier. Then, the onion sauce is added over a piece of chicken, and it is carefully wrapped once more to make a tamal colado. And like a masterpiece that has to be mass produced, we had to make this over and over until 5 buckets of the pan was complete. While the preparation of the tamales had begun, it meant time to light the fire and get the pit burning hot so that by the time the tamales were finished, the fire would have been just right temperature, already burnt out, and we could add the tamales in the pit. While the fire was on, tamales was in the making and it was a nice atmosphere. So as we can see, everyone has their part of a job, and here we have the guys tying the tamales. Over this side they're making the colado. These guys over here are mining fire, and if we look all the way over there, they're also making los tamales torteados. And over here is all the tamales that has been made, and here goes the placement of colado, and here we have los torteados. And just like that, we made almost 200 tamales in less than 2 hours. And all of them will be baked in the open fire, pibil style. So we're gonna see how that comes out. As the logs turned into charcoal, the rocks came crumbling down, and they had to constantly be positioning them so that the logs could continue burn efficiently until they were all charcoal. The guys then started hitting the rocks so that it could break the logs that were already charcoal. When Mr. Novelo inspected the fire, he saw that there was enough charcoal, the rocks were hot, so then we proceeded to starting to take out the logs that weren't fully burnt enough, but they had enough so that the tamal could be cooked in the pit. As someone who was inexperienced cooking like this, it really took out my tears and sweat. It was definitely a first time for me. Now they added the middle of the plantain trees over the rocks and the charcoal so that the tamales wouldn't get burnt. Y empezó la fiesta de poner los tamales. After all the tamales were placed in the pit, it was now time to cover them with thatch leaf, and then they would cover them with soil so that they could bake for about 3 hours in slow heat. Went by so fast, and it was now time to dig them out and take out the tamales. As the tamales made their way to the home, it was now time to set them on the altar and pray over them and offer them to the spirits that have departed from the family. The tradition of Bish is surely one to be continued by the Novelo family. And after the offering, everyone enjoyed their nice, delicious, homemade tamales. And just like that, we have come to the end of an amazing day here in Shaibe. See you guys.